Hi, thank you for coming. Please have a seat. It's really good to see you again. I'm glad you came back. So before we begin, I would like to summarize a few things that we talked about last week. First, you mentioned that your husband was upset because you did not seem to be the person you used to be. Excuse me. Then we talked about you managing your feelings by the use of alcohol. And then lastly, at the end of the session, you mentioned how you seem to be crying a lot lately, and we talked a little bit about that and those feelings that were going on inside of you. So, with that said, what would you like to talk about today? Okay. So you feel disappointed in yourself because your kids are important to you. You value what they think, of course. Of course. So tell me more about this tough time you're having getting to their activities. Okay. Okay. So it's hard for you to keep up? It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed. So it sounds like you feel like you're never going to become this person you used to be. So tell me, if we walked out of this room and you suddenly became the person that you want to be, what would that person look like? Okay, all right, I see. So I noticed as you were explaining this to me that your face changed. You began to smile, you sat up a little bit in your chair. So what was going on? What was going on inside of you that changed? I see. Okay. So what's the difference on those days that you can manage? Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing is on the days that you can manage, you are able to get some more sleep, maybe exercise a little. You have your day more planned out, a better schedule. Okay. So those things help you manage on those days. Okay. So it sounds on those days like when you're wanting to just stay in bed and drink, you're just trying to avoid those feelings. Okay. So I think we need to stop here. And before we end, I just do want to do a quick summary of what we talked about. So you mentioned about your struggle making it to your kids' activities and how that was making you feel. And we talked about just feeling overwhelmed at work, right? We also talked about this person that you wished you could be again, and as you explained this person to me, you actually changed in front of me. And then you went on to talk a little bit about days that you can't manage, and we went over those things that did help you manage those days. Okay. So is there anything else you'd like to add? No? Okay. Well, I really enjoyed our time together, and I really look forward to picking this up again next week. Thanks for coming.